You have done so many impossible things.
Of course, yes.
Even so personally, you have done many impossible things.
Tell me what it is. But
you married 4 wives. That's almost impossible. Isn't it?
That's another
kettle of...
another topic for
discussion. We need a lecture on how you can be able to achieve that.
Every man should do that. Every man should do that.
The Bible does not prescribe that.
Oh, the Old Testament does. Old Testament.
So you're a man of Old Testament.
I am a man of
planning to marry more?
I'm a man of faith. Yes.
You're planning to marry more?
Well, look, that's not what you're here for. You know?
I'm just asking. By the way, what do you have 4? I mean, how did you achieve that? That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you have a wife. But you also have girlfriends. That's the difference.
I don't actually.
Come on,
I'm a Christian. 1 wife. That's what the Bible preaches.
I will make some research. Do some research about you.
Please do. Find out. But I mean, in all of this, how do you manage it? Because it's incredibly difficult to even manage being with a partner. Not talk of 1, 2, 3, and 4. You don't have any regrets.
The example I gave is this. You know. Just imagine telling you to stand on 1 foot, on 1 leg. You know how difficult it is. But to stand on 2, 3, 4 is much more balanced. That's just the example I gave.
Yeah.
Do you understand it? So I feel sorry for those who have 1 wife, because it's difficult to stand on 1 leg.
And you don't have any regrets?
No.
If you have your way, you still marry more.
I will do the same thing again and again. Of course, yes.
And you have a knack of marrying beautiful women.
Wow.
And young ones too.
This is the way it is. And that's the way it should be.
But you're not the ones that beat them.
You should marry who you want to marry.
You're not the one that beats them.
No, come on. You know, I am not a violent person. I respect my wives. I love them. And I love my kids. No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. Your face has been all over the media in the last few days.
You know, it happens.
For personal family reasons.
It happens.
I hope everything is calm.
Well, we are
and
trying to manage
control.
the situation.
Yeah?
Yes.
You're a man of many parts.
Yes.
And people underestimate you, though.
Oh, do they?
Your capacity.
Well, I am who I am.
You're an Old Testament man.
Yes, I am.
But everything is on the cam right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Almost just over a year ago, I had a meeting with the President Bola Tinubu, where I discussed about the problems of Southeast, the insecurity in Southeast. You know, what do we do to address it? And he knows the problems, and he also has an idea. The whole idea is that there should be some level of equity extended to the Igbos of Southeast by having an additional state. It wasn't going to be an easy task, you know, to create one, but it is doable. And I'm happy that we have come this far. The point is this: even at that time, it was understood that the problems of Southeast, the agitations of the youths of Southeast, the killings there, the referring to the ESN groups and ESN and IPOB and the rest of them. These are young people who have come up to say that they are fighting for freedom because they are marginalized. And one of the areas that they've all spoken about and against is the fact that they are the only zone. Southeast is the only zone in Nigeria that has 5 states. Why is that? Why was it done intentionally to undermine them? Of course, yes. And from engaging those youths, it became so obvious that if a step is taken in creating one state, just one state, to bring it apart with the 5 other zones, let's leave Northwest out of this now, at least bring it apart to the 4 other zones, then something would have been done for them. You know, yes, they are clamoring for different things, but I mean, not least, of course, the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They're asking for it. We know that that is something that has to be done. You know, it was just
Nnamdi Kanu to be
released. Yes, yeah, of course.
Why do you think so?
Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody for some time now. I believe that he has been held unjustly. Many people feel that way.
As a lawyer, do you think so?
Oh yes, yes.
That the judicial process is unjust?
Yes, yeah. No, it has been. There's a lot of delays in prosecuting him and all that. If you want to get him tried and convicted, get on with it, you know. But this is a guy who has been held unjustly, as I said, you know, for so many months.
And the Buhari government started it.
I'm not talking about this government.
Trial. No, so the point I'm even making now.
I'm talking about the previous government under Buhari when
it's facing a judicial process right now.
Yes.
Saying it's just because the argument is that there should be a political solution, maybe a Nollywood prosecution should be established on that for the case to be withdrawn. But there are those who say, well, there are allegations and it's left for the law for him to have his day in court, which is in process.
But as you know, there have been some pronouncements by the Federal High Court, which has not been respected, you know. So his incarceration is the main reason for the crisis in Southeast.
But the crisis started before he was even arrested.
No.
The killings, the burning of police station, the killing of police officers and all whatnot.
Well, look, the problem in Southeast is very different from what is said in the Northeast or Northwest and all those areas. You know, the problem in the Southeast has to do with the perceived injustice by governments, successive governments. So what needs to be done? And one of it's why I'm here today, you know, talking about the creation of states to make up the number up to 5. And then you have the release of Nnamdi Kanu. By the time you do these two things, I am almost certain that peace will return to Southeast.
Let me ask you this question, Senator.
I have spoken to so many youths in from Southeast, and they have assured me that that they are prepared to be engaged by us, by the leadership. You know, when this is done, they don't want to die. The youths don't want to die. They want to go back to schools. They want to go back to their jobs. All they want is some level of respect and acknowledgement by the nation, by the government of Nigeria.
I want to ask you, and there are those that, I mean, this exists in almost every region of the country, where you have your brothers in different states and all whatnot. Are there Igbos outside of the 5 states of the Southeast in Nigeria today?
Well, I'm surprised you're asking.
No, because for the sake of our...
Yes, for the sake of your listeners.
Yeah.
Let me say this. When it was Western Nigeria, when we had Western Nigeria, I'm sure you've heard of some people being described as Western Igbos. Subsequently, when Midwest was created, by referendum, as you know, they were called Midwest Igbos. Then the name changed to Bendel. They were called Bendel Igbos. And of course, Delta came up with Edo State. And now they're called the Delta Igbos. And that is the Aniomas, the people, our people.
9 local governments
areas.
In that senatorial district.
And we are almost completely Igbos. Of course, there are arguments about some areas, some people have come from Igala or come from Benin. But the fact is that, according to Delta State gazetted laws, there are only 5 ethnic groups in Delta. The Urhobos, the Igbos, the Ejos, the Shekiris, and the Isokos. There's no mention of Benin. There's no mention of Yorubas or also within Delta North.
Apart from Delta North, there are those who say, and you might be touching the wrong nerve here. In River State, for example, that there are Igbos there.
Oh, of course,
the Ikweres.
Opobos.
Or the Opobos,
they're everywhere. Igbos are everywhere.